Hello everyone, Shane here, and welcome to an April Fool's prediction. So last year I did an April Fool's prediction, which was, well, wrong, but who would have guessed that they would have gone for screensavers of all things? So I'm back here, throwing my hat in the ring, seeing if I can guess one of these options to be the next April Fool's prediction. My first one, and the most far-fetched one, is the one where they're going to misspell things, an update where they misspell things, as in previous updates, which are on Bedrock, they have misspelled a lot of words. Like, for instance, recipe was spelled reciple. So, that's my first prediction, and my second prediction is that they, because they've been joking around on their Twitch chat about this thing, if I go over here, that you may know, called Among Us, to the point where they had one of their builders build an Among Us, like this, which I'm about to demonstrate, like that, and then you have that. Oh, that's not right. They had one of their builders build an Among Us, and they've also joked that this update was just an update to involve Among Us, and that's kind of sus. So I'm going to think that if they really, the second rather far-fetched update, but it is an April Fool's update, so it could be jumping the shark, just despite the fact, is that they're going to do an Among Us, which is unlikely, but at this point, I wouldn't be too surprised. But my final one, and the one that I hope will be the update, is all these mobs they see around the world will be transformed into the Warden, because, as you may know, the Warden hasn't come to Java yet. All there is the music disc ward, which is, well... So, we now have that all settled and done, but what if they replace all the enemies with Wardens, because they're not introduced yet, and I feel like it'd be a really funny idea just to say, hello, we have all the NPCs and creatures and enemies as a Warden. Or, even better, they go and make the entire world transform into the Deep Dark. The Deep Dark is a new generation that they're working on, which is now somewhat taking over caves. Essentially, just uses this. This is Skulk and Skulk blocks, like that. So they could just be using the Deep Dark as making the entire world start to get corrupted by the Deep Dark, which would be a really cool idea, and would be probably a big project that I would kind of attribute to, well, the Infinity Portals update. And if that's the case, that's amazing. But I don't think it will be, because it is a lot of work, and they are still working hard on the next update of this game. However, if it was a thing, it would be a cool idea, because as you may be able to see, as soon as a creature dies, it drops XP. And when a creature drops XP, it constantly evolves and makes this area of Skulk much bigger. So, as you can see, it like slowly grows to different areas, which I feel like would be a really cool concept for just a sort of game mode that they may be able to throw in with the current workings that are in this update. So, with that, those are all my ideas for what could be happening in this April Fool's update. So stay tuned, and I will be covering it once it comes out in roughly, well, whenever this video comes out. So, whenever April Fool's happens. So with that, I'm going to say, RPG Penguin out.